everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays today, where we are going to react to the insane opening day of the Toronto Blue Jays. This was bonkers, folks. Like, I cannot express to you the emotions that I am feeling right now. We're going to get into all of it. It is going to be incredible, but before we do, a massive shout out to the sponsor of this video, of this channel, Betway Canada. They are in collaboration with Ontario Gaming. It is literally the best place to place your bets. You want to hop on. I promise you it will be an awesome time. You got to be 19 years or older, and you also should play responsibly. Which is really not what happened. At all. In today's ball game. 10-9. That was the final score. I had to look back as I was saying that to the scoreboard to just make sure that I am pronouncing that correctly. 10-9 final score. Blue Jays over Cardinals. Let's get into immediate reactions.
Let's get into it, guys.
Dylan.
Yep.
Hit me with an adjective, bro. Hit me with an adjective. What is it? What is it feeling like?
Exhilarating. Crazy. Take your pick. There's so many.
Exhilarating. I like that adjective a lot, bro. I like that adjective a lot because it was up, it was down, it was back, it was forth, it was all over the place, man. Like, there was moments where it was like St. Louis was gonna win. It was moments where it's like Blue Jays were guaranteed to win, right? Like, this was all up and down. And I mean, before we even really get into like exactly what happened, a massive GG and a massive shout out to every single St. Louis Cardinals fan out there. Everyone on the channel, myself, Adam, Dylan included, we are huge, advocates or I guess like we respect what you guys have created over there, and it showed today. And I think that, on any other given day, like, it totally could have gone. Like, you guys could have won this one. It just so happened that we walked away, Blue Jays walked away with the win. But, like, GG, because you guys are good, and you're gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew we were all gonna be good. We knew this matchup was pretty even, but I didn't know that this matchup was gonna be quite the juggernaut of offensive performance that we saw.
Yeah.
Let's first start over here, boys and girls. I've got over here in this corner. I'm just making sure we're good here. So over here in this corner, we see that right off the top, like, we had a Dalton Varsho. Also, thank you whoever just, like, get the dono. Andrew Peddle saying drink up.
No, Andrew, no.
We will. By the end of the stream.
We got to do it after.
I'll look it up.
But Dalton Varsho, y'all remember in the first inning, he had that incredible AB. Like, we are all had the microscope under Dalton Varsho. What is he going to do in his first at-bat with the Toronto Blue Jays? Well, he battled hard, and he was able to come up clutch with an RBI double to put the Toronto Blue Jays on the board 1-0. Thoughts on just, like, Dalton Varsho in general being this factor with the Toronto Blue Jays?
Dylan, go.
I love him in the fourth spot. I mean, sure, he didn't have as many hits as Bo and Springer and Chappie, but just a really, really solid, good game. Made the plays in the outfield, was competitive at-bats, and looking back at the at-bat he had early in the game, massive. I mean,
massive.
I don't think you could be happier with what he did. Like, he was great. He did what the Jays needed.
Yeah.
I agree.
And, I mean, this is one of those things that is never going to be on the stat sheet, but did his overall presence of being a lefty shift how the pitcher did later in the inning?
Yep.
We're never going to know, right? This is the unspoken statistics, but I liked a lot of what I saw out of Dalton Varsho. He was solid. He did his role. He was smart defensively. There was a moment in this game where it's like he was like gonna throw to third, but then he was
pump fake.
Yeah, exactly.
He tried to lure Arenado over to like he got the base hit. He lured him trying to go towards second by faking he was going to third.
Yeah.
And, smart play. Arenado didn't fall for it because he's elite.
Yeah.
But Varsho tried.
He tried. And it was still really good. So, shout out to Dalton Varsho. These are the performances that I want to continue seeing if you're going to man the 4th spot in our lineup. I loved it.
Next thing in this game, we had Alejandro Kirk in the first inning. He singles, drives in 2. We all know Nick loves our Kirk. I love Kirk too. But that was a good plate approach. Driving in, I believe it was a breaking ball. Yeah. And he drived it. He just like flipped it into the outfield. Able to score Bo Bichette and Dalton Varsho.
Man.
Captain. He captains the ship, man. Absolutely incredible. And then you had Nolan Arenado coming up clutch in the very next bottom of the inning. He came up clutch, making it 3-1. Man, this whole game was a seesaw battle because you had Bo Bichette delivering an RBI double up in the top. George Springer scores yet again.
So hold up. Before we continue, and this is a great question for everybody, great question in the chat. Bo Bichette was absolutely, unequivocally, undeniably phenomenal on offense today.
Yeah, I know. And then you're going to say his defense, he had an error, he had some questionable rain. Yeah. Like he had one ball that could have been an error if Vladdy didn't get the tag on O'Neill. It was a play where O'Neill hit it to Bo Bichette. If he did not get the tag on it, it would have been another error to Bo Bichette. It would have been 2 errors.
Bo Bichette
made up for it. He made up for it.
This is my question, Dylan.
Exactly.
This is my question, right? It's like, clearly the offense is incredible. What's the best way to utilize this guy? Dylan.
I said it to Adam earlier. At what point does he switch to second base? Because the defense is killer sometimes, but man, is he talented.
I know.
He's so good at hitting a baseball. He's truly one of the best in the league at hitting the ball. I don't know if shortstop is his long-term fit. I really do feel like one day he might switch to a second baseman. Not as long of a throw.
Can I throw something at you, Dylan? Because I know people are going to say this in chat. Is it an overreaction to say that Bo Bichette needs to go to second base after 1 game?
Here's the thing. If this was like a one-off, sure, it's an overreaction. This has been, 2 to 3 years?
Thank you.
It's been too long of, look, every year it sounds like, he's worked on his defense in the offseason.
Yeah.
He's ready. He worked on his timing. It doesn't change that much. He is a phenomenal hitter with subpar defense. I saw a lot of stats tonight from the broadcast. Best shortstop in baseball at hitting, but if he can't throw the ball to first, why not just put him at second? I know he won't be happy, but just be happy having one of the best he wouldn't be obviously the best shortstop at hitting.
Yeah.
But you have a guy who should probably be at second base.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you can save a couple runs from his defense, it's worth it.
I tend to agree with you, man. Considering, too, the depth that the Jays have in that middle infield, I feel like a shift needs to be done at some point.
Yeah.
Clearly, Bo Bichette, he always needs to be in the lineup. He's too good of a hitter to not be in the lineup. But what we're seeing in the field is the same thing that we've always seen.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to overreact after 1 day, but Dylan's right. This has been the story for time. So, address it. Please address it.
Now, do you think it's going to happen this season?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to address it this season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think that, absolutely. I mean, come on. This is opening day, and we're already talking about it.
I know. But we've been talking about it. That's the thing.
So I wonder. They'll address it.
I wonder if they're going to move him to second this season.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
I'm saying that they absolutely will. They will, unless something major changes in his defense. If he continues what he's been doing, they absolutely will.
Here's the thing. I think if Bo Bichette struggles up until June, and he's got 10 errors already on the season until June, then they flip him over. But if he's figured it out, because again, it's opening day. I don't want to say 1 game is anything. You can pick this game out of random.
I'm assuming that he continues what he's been doing his whole career.
Okay. And I'm giving the benefit of the doubt of time, but if he does what he does his whole career, then I think they make a change.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're saying if he continues what Bo Bichette's done, he's got to get better.
Yeah. I'm with Nick there. I mean, unless he drastically improves from where he's at, if he stays the norm, that's not good enough, right? The norm of what he's done isn't good enough. He needs to improve.
Also considering he got 4 hits today. And he was phenomenal.
He's never going to be out of the lineup. There's not a chance.
He was phenomenal.
Oh, he's amazing.
Offensively, and we would not have won this game with out him.
Yep.
We're critiquing, we're criticizing, but great offense.
Amazing.
So I want to move on here to a big point. So we can go through every moment that's happened, but the big thing that I think we can all comment on is the fact that Alek Manoah got roughed up today. He really did. What are your thoughts on just Alek Manoah? 5 earned runs, and I'm trying to find it. I think it was 3 1/3 inning pitch box score here. What are your thoughts on just that, on that performance?
My thoughts are, obviously I'm surprised because this is our guy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're walking into St. Louis. We're not at home. We're going up against probably the most underrated lineup in the MLB. You know, the fact that they're still rating them like number 8 overall, that's underrating them.
That's underrated.
You know, it's like, this is such a good
The fact
team.
that we went toe-to-toe with them today, I'm not saying that this game is be-all, end-all, but like, there are no holes in this lineup.
No.
There are no holes.
Nothing, man. And you saw it consistently where it was like, okay, yeah, like we get through Goldschmidt and Arenado, but then there's also, you know, Contreras and Gorman and, O'Neill and Edman and Walker, their new guy, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing here that you wouldn't want on your own baseball team. I think is fine. Dylan, what do you think about Manoah's performance?
If I just describe it, I'd say disappointed but not surprised. I mean, like Nick said there, they have, in my opinion, a top 5 lineup in baseball. I mean, having Tommy Edman hitting 9th is unfair. Yeah. That's ridiculous. They have a phenomenal lineup, and both pitchers struggled today against 2 of the best lineups in baseball, which is not crazy. I mean, would I have loved if he went 6-6? Sure, of course. But he didn't do it today. I'm not worried at all. It's Alek Manoah. He's going to be phenomenal this season. It's opening day. Pitchers are a little slower. No, I'm not worried.
And you could say the same thing about Mikolas too, right?
Yeah.
Great lineup. I mean, like I still think that Miles Mikolas is in for a really good season, but it's tough on opening day, and I mean, our guys are good. Their guys are good. Our guys are good. It just so happened that today, our guys were a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck, man, like it's pretty bloody close.
It was
right?
a great
like,
game.
It was pretty bloody close.
Because after both starting pitchers left the game, it was 5-5 on the board, and then it was a seesaw battle. You had Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
He came in. He fought off him, Tim Mesa. Then you had Chapman coming in. He singles on a sharp line drive, tying it up. Jordan Walker grounds the force out. He gets the job done, 7-6. And then this is the big moment from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You gotta love the clutchness where he brought it up and Nick called it in the 8th inning, where Nick said that in the 8th inning something big was gonna happen, and it was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting this single, a clutch single off of a really good pitcher in Jordan Hicks, a really good pitcher, and he got the lead. Any thoughts there, boys? Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you like what you see him?
I mean, come on. It's Vladdy. He's going to be the MVP. Vladdy is the best, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm biased.
Oh, yeah.
He was so clutch tonight. Just so clutch in the situation. The 8th came up again. I mean, what more do you want from your star? You want him to win you the game, and he did.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Well, he helped you win the game. Because
Exactly.
that wasn't the winning.
Yeah, he wasn't the winning, but he did what he needed to do. That is a player that you just go, yeah, he's on my team. I'm pretty happy about that. And I mean, going back to the pitchers, no pitcher really had it tonight.
No,
I mean,
no one.
The starting pitchers got roughed up. The relief pitchers got roughed up. To me, it's just, both lineups were amazing tonight, and they're 2 amazing lineups.
Yeah, we saw a seesaw back and forth because then right then, like, Arenado takes it in the 9th, or in the bottom of the 8th. He takes it 9-8. Like, that's incredible. And then, like, George Springer tying it up with a single. George Springer, the reason why he's on the thumbnails, he's the man of the hour, man. 5 hits on opening day.
Round of applause.
Like, yeah, for real, man. Like, no sound effect right there, but yeah, round of applause. George Springer made it happen because he tied it up. And then again, Vladdy, he got the sacrifice fly with the final RBI to really put the game ahead. And Man, that was the game. And then Jordan Romano closed it out.
Yep.
I'm glad that he was clutch and he did the job.
He was really the only pitcher that had it tonight.
Him, for the Blue Jays side, it was him, Pop, and Swanson. Those are the only guys that really shut it down.
Yes, and they were great.
Yeah, they were phenomenal. So, man, what a game. What a better ask. Like, you can't really ask for much better.
No.
Like, for entertainment value, stress value, sure, you could probably ask for us to score 10 runs off the get-go and chill the rest of the way. But from entertainment value from two great ball clubs, can't ask more.
I was so happy with this opening day. I mean, and I think that, like, Vegas got this perfectly. Before the game, the odds were the same. And clearly, based on how it worked, like, this was a coin flip. Had we gone one more inning, it was probably St. Louis's ball game. Right? It's like anything could have happened at this point. The way that it was back and forth and back and forth. So, GG once again to St. Louis. I think that this just goes to show how good both of these teams' lineups are. And I think it also goes to show pitchers got to get warmed up.
Pitchers got to get warmed up.
Because I know I'm so critical on the Blue Jays. I'm always so critical on the Blue Jays. But I know that St. Louis's pitchers and their relief pitchers aren't
really
that bad.
Good. They're really good.
And if they're not that bad, then we're also not that bad. So I got to hold off on critiquing them. It just means that everybody's getting warmed up. This is the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Hitters are locked in and ready to go.
Yeah.
It will be fine.
My 2 cents are these are two great ball clubs like just battling right now. We're in the trenches on opening day, and that shows the mentality. Both teams got swept in the wild card series last year. Both teams have something to prove, and you saw the dog and the fight in them in this opening day. And I'm excited for Saturday, Sunday to see who takes this series in the end.
What a statement to be able to take first game.
100%. 100%. And I'm excited to see who takes this series. And Blue Jays got the advantage. It's amazing. Any last thoughts from any of you boys on just this game in general?
Quick predictions on Saturday's game. It's going to be Gausman. It will be up against Flaherty.
Okay.
Gausman, Flaherty in St. Louis. What do we have, boys?
I'm saying Blue Jays take that. I'm thinking it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think Gausman, the veteran, comes out and has a great game. I think he has like probably 6 Ks, 5-6 innings. The bullpen gets a chance to rest. Jays win.
Yeah.
My heart says Jays. My brain, for some reason, is saying St. Louis takes that. I hope I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Then on Sunday, you got Chris Bassett. Who's going up for Cardinals?
I'm not sure, actually. I hadn't
Maybe
decided.
Montgomery? I actually don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think Jay's going to take the series. Obviously, it's easy to predict that.
We're in advantage.
I think we're going to take this series. That's exactly what the Jays need. And guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about this game? I know all y'all in the chat right now that are live are saying it's just an incredible opening series, opening day game. And man, I can't wait to keep this going with y'all. So make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be making lots of content for tomorrow, the next day, and beyond. So you guys don't want to miss it.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
And as always,
Go
Jays, go! W, baby.